Welcome to this week's edition of the Netcast. As you'll see, we're out and about this week at Redwell Primary School, where we've come to speak to some staff and some students about why the school enjoys being part of the NEN Education Trust family. Hi Claire, thanks for welcoming me to Redwell this morning.
Thank you, welcome.
Obviously just come to have a chat with you about what life's been like since you as a school joined the NEN Education Trust back in 2021, which feels like that time's gone really fast, hasn't it? But yeah, it's just really interesting, like as a whole school, I guess, initially, what have those sort of initial benefits over that first 2.5, coming up for 3 years, been from your perspective?
I think it really feels now that we're part of the family of schools. We've got a reliable network of people to turn to ask for support or questions, and I feel that it's really brought our school into a wider community. The staff feel included, they all are able to share their opinions and be involved in projects that are happening across the trust, and I think it's sort of given everybody a voice and really sort of bring us together to collaborate as one, really to improve the life chances of children in our school.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great to hear. I think in particular then, if you think about you as the head teacher at this school, any leadership job can be quite a lonely sort of position. There's only one of you here. So personally for you as a head teacher, you know, and obviously the approach within our trust, you know, we want each school to retain its identity and have those sort of unique parts to what makes the school and its community really special. But how have you benefited as a head teacher from the family, the network that we have?
Again, it's definitely down to the support and the people within the wider community to be able to sort of talk to. I definitely feel like I've had a lot of support from like yourself and Matt in particular, guiding me through the headship, making sure that we're focusing on the right areas for the school, having those challenging conversations which are healthy and we should have to ensure that we're doing the right thing by the children. But also knowing that if you do ever come up with a query and you're not quite sure, you can actually pick up the phone to either speak to somebody within the school improvement team, HR, finance, the estates, so you're never on your own, and I think that's the difference. In terms of like with the school as well and the school development, yes, we have got our own identity. The way I look at it is that we're all in miniature islands within the trust, but we all come together as a big continent and we all support one another, and it's great to know that not even through the central team that we can rely on support, that I can also contact other principals, teachers, vice principals for support as well, and we're all there for each other. And I think that's really important, and that's definitely given me reassurance within my role, but also to enjoy the fun things together as well. So obviously you do have the challenges, but coming together as a community, celebrating, has been lovely, and just even having our principal WhatsApps really lovely to talk about and share ideas and to have a giggle, yeah, just to never be on your own. So that's really lovely. And
that, I guess that's, you know, it's a difficult job. You know, all schools have become more challenging over the last couple of years, obviously with the increases of special needs or challenges for young people with mental health and I guess the lack of support services around the schools. Having a network of people that you can talk to and trust.
Yeah, definitely, and just to share ideas and bounce ideas off each other, because sometimes you don't know the answer, and it's about coming together with a group of people to go, well, have you got any thoughts, what could we do, or something might be working really well at another school that then they can share across with us as well. And also knowing that if we do hit a bit of a brick wall, again having those experts, like for example Karen Stevenson, who's our SEND expert, SEND lead, you know, she'll often come in and give us advice, knowing that finance are there just to check that we're not overspending and that we are on track, and having those conversations with Hannah is really good as well, just that again we're reassured, so I can go to bed at night knowing that we're okay. So
how different is all that you've just described from, I know when you were pre-joining the trust and you were at a local authority school, so how different does that feel compared to what it was then? And obviously, you know, it is different, and obviously governance and everything, academies and local authority schools, there's slightly different rules and regulations, and as a trust we have far more scrutiny over us. But how does that feel different, or you know, in fact, what would you say to someone that's still a head teacher in a local authority school the difference is?
I think, again, it's when you're on your own within the local authority school and it's through no fault of the local authority that you are literally an island on your own. Yes, you can build up partners with other local schools in the area, but you are still ultimately on your own. The difference with joining the trust is that you are in that we have got this group of expertise around you, and you know that if you do ever come up with an issue, you have got somebody to contact. But also, like I said before, about sharing those celebrations. You know, as a trust, we you know, we love the fact that we do all celebrate our successes, whether it's through various forms of medium, whether it's through like something like this, or whether it's through the Net Connect, or even just on the Facebooks and things like that. We do share our celebrations together, and I think that's really lovely, and you wouldn't have that with the local authority school. And you're just given the support and the training as well, at all different levels throughout the school to, again, develop yourself and improve, which then ultimately will improve the outcomes for the children, which is why we're all here.
And I think if I was going to give an observation back as to why has Redwell as a school and my view as a leader grown and developed and improved over that period of time, is because actually you've had the right approach and the right mindset to it. It's, you know, you've been equally, as much as you've spoken a lot there about you can get support, you can talk to people, but actually you've given as much back, if not more, as you've taken the other way. So it very much is about taking that opportunity, and you know, you've obviously led on pieces of work across the whole trust, and you continue to do that now, but some of your teachers also do that as well, don't they? So that's my observation. Does that is that why it's been successful so far?
I think as a trust you empower us. You know, you empower every member. You know, so if people do want additional chance to go off and expand in a particular area or be part of a project, we empower people. You know, and the trust encourages that. You know, and that's what's wonderful. You know, there's an array of training opportunities within the trust that is also led by Vic Brennan through our 5 Wales Development Centre, where people have had opportunities to not only attend courses but also facilitate and deliver. You know, myself personally, I've delivered on the MPQ LL, and that's been a really exciting sort of challenge to sort of go through and experience. And the candidates that I sort of trained are just coming to their assessment point now, and I feel very proud of them.
No pressure.
No pressure. I feel very proud of them. But I think they feel as well, and they're not even part. Some of them aren't even part of our trust, and they've been made to feel very welcomed into the trust and can sort of see all the opportunities that we're doing. And I think it's really exciting. I think that's the one thing to say, is being part of our trust is exciting, and we just know, you can feel that there's a lot more exciting things to come as well.
Absolutely, and we need those exciting things, the things where we're going to be brave, push the boundaries, because I've said before, it's, you know, being in a school is difficult, it's challenging, of course it's rewarding as well, but we do need to be always trying to push it a little bit further, and I think, okay, what's the next thing that we can all do and work on together?
Being together, we can do that, but if you're on your own in a local authority school, it does, because I think if you're on your own, you may not want to be quite as brave. I definitely feel, for us, being together, we can go, okay, we're going to do this together and be brave. Let's explore something different. Let's just think outside the box, which ultimately, if that's the right thing to do by the children, we should do it. You know, it's important for them.
So we've obviously heard about the whole school. We've heard about you as a leader and teachers and the opportunities they've had to either receive training or be involved in delivering training and the networks that they're in. But what about the children? Have there been any benefits to them over the last couple of years?
Definitely, and I'd like to mention a quote that was mentioned to me by a parent at a celebration assembly last week. She said, I love this school. It feels like it's in a movie. Every day the children come home so calm, but they've had so many opportunities and experiences. And I just said to her, thank you. I said, because as a trust and as a school, we work so hard to ensure that the children do gain lots of opportunities. I think, again, coming together in that collaboration, we've had some wonderful times together. The Whole Child project is so important. We had the team in yesterday to start beginning to write the scripts for our Whole Child project for this year, and they had a fantastic day. We've had the carol concert at Christmas, which again, the children had an opportunity to perform in front of the parents together. That was lovely as well. And even down to, for example, with one of our other schools, we've recently been nominated for the finals of the Anti-Bullying Song Award that we're going together, so with St Peter's. So again, but just again, not being on our own and just being able to celebrate all of that within all of our marketing and our publications. And even to last night, me sharing about our mental health week this week with the Harry Kane project. And I shared it on my own personal Facebook saying how proud I am to be part of this trust, because we're doing the right thing by the children. And that's what I feel the trust has. It's always doing the right thing by the children, and I think that's so important.
Yeah, and it's obviously when in my position, you know, I was a teacher, then a head teacher, and now I do this job, but every decision we make fundamentally has to get back to what impact it's going to have on the children, and that can be quite a long way from where I sit sometimes, which is challenging, which is why it's nice to come to schools and have a look around and meet the young people that obviously you're all working with. But yeah, we that's why we need to keep being brave, because you know, schools like this one are doing an amazing job, and this is a fantastic school. But we need to keep pushing it even further and going, actually, are we doing all the things I actually need for the future and their lives? We'll never get there. There'll always be something else we want to get to and keep evolving and keep improving. But
I think that's great. I think we're open-minded. I think that's the thing as well. You know, everybody's open to ideas. We're not a closed book. No. You know, we're always like, yes, come in, tell us what else we can do. And I think that's important. And I feel like our staff here definitely have that mindset. Well, I do across the trust as well, but definitely here, the staff are always open to ideas. And we've often been told by even outside agencies who come in or other people that work with us that we're always welcoming, and staff are always open to more challenges, which is great, because you know, ultimately that's what we're all here for, to improve children's life chances. So
well, thank you very much. We're obviously to hear those things. It's, you know, obviously we're delighted to see, you know, the progress that the school's made, the progress, you know, your development as a leader, the teachers that contribute to so many things. You know, it's wonderful to have Redwell School as part of our family of schools. So,
well, thank you for everything as well, and for allowing us to have the opportunities as well, because we really do appreciate it.
So Claire, obviously you just said about children and all the hopes and dreams that we want to give to the children. So if you had that one golden ticket you could give to any child, what would it be?
It would just be able to give them any opportunity that they wish to be able to explore and experience different cultures and societies and talk to different people who've had many opportunities. I would give them basically a golden ticket to travel and just to experience wherever they'd like to go, because we've got a wide world out there full of opportunities, and for every child to always know that even if they hit a problem or they have an issue, it's okay, they can always get over it. Just got to use that growth mindset and that resilience to keep trying, and the world is their oyster, and it's up to them how what impact they want to make on the world.
Wow, amazing. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And lastly, Claire, most importantly, as you'll know, when we do Netcasts, we always throw a random question in there somewhere at the end, and I've given you no time to prep this, which also makes it even more fun. But we'll go for the dinner guest question for you. So, you know, you're obviously hosting a dinner. Which 3 people would you invite to come and join you for that dinner party?
Definitely think it's got to be David Attenborough. He's so fascinating, and to understand and hear all his adventures and stories would be amazing. Joanna Lumley, again, because I love her travel shows and programmes, and she's also obviously very funny and a very funny actress. And last but not least, for a bit of entertainment and character, Miriam Margulies. She's wonderful, and again, I think she would keep the dinner party flowing with lots of humour and again, lots of tales that she's got to tell.
I think there would be a lot of conversation happening at that dinner party. I could definitely see you enjoying that very much. But yeah, thanks so much, Claire. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.